and welcome. Guess where we are? We are suited and booted. We are in black tie with our caviar blini, and we are at the CROWN. And what is it?
The finale celebration.
Finale celebration.
We're at the South Bank Centre, Royal Festival Hall. So we're gonna go in and, I don't know, watch an episode, watch the final episode.
We'll see how it all ends. Who can say? Who knows what's going to happen in that final episode? So we're going to show you around. We're going to walk around, see what they've got in store here.
Little selfie stations and things, so it's quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of food and drink. So we only just got here. Let's have a look.
See you in a bit. Yeah, they have all the costumes here, so this is everything. Let's go and have a little look around. See what we can recognise. What are you laughing?
You just stopped.
Leather, of course, we're recognising Prince Philip. One selfie station. With a few of the props in there.
So many costumes.
So look at that coronation, of course. Looks like our Diana.
Yes.
That must be this season, right?
Yeah. She used to wear those, didn't she? Cycling shorts.
I can't remember that. It's one like an Easter or something.
Yeah. Emily, make this.
So amazing to see them up close and see all that detail, all right down to the brooches, zoom in on the brooches
And all this is going up for sale at Bonhams in January.
Crown and everything, so it really does you know that famous pool all the props. Oh, I love all the fake newsprint and everything with like everyone on the show.
Winston Churchill, do you think? Ah, the revenge dress.
Right down to
£20,000, I think, on Bonhams. Will
if
be.
you pick up the phone, you can listen to the conversations
Between Diana and somebody.
Charles.
Oh, was it Charles?
Yeah, where's it coming out?
Yeah.
It's quiet now.
That'll be like 5 years time.
This is so cool. They have got all the props used for all the different time periods. All the lamps. Do you recognise any of these? All the boxes. They've got everything. They literally have everything.
Ahoy.
And it's cool because you can see all the different time periods. This
Hey,
is
we
like
had them.
1980s.
I had that.
That was the 60s, my love.
No, it's not.
Yes. You tell the props department. Nice. And what was in this box?
Ooh.
Lots of things. It is stunning.
Some crystal defences.
All the props, the news stories, the covers.
Recreated again.
Oh, recreated, yeah. She's reading about the kiss. And then what's this, like the set? Oh my god, like the set plan. Yeah. All the costumes from every season. See, do you see any that you've seen before?
I've been in
Every.
every season, I don't know, but none of them are mine.
My one's not here, unfortunately.
Ah.
But this is very cool. The coat hangers, as used. The sketches where it all started. The mannequins, the fabrics. And all the inspiration. This is all the inspiration that went into it. And there we are. With a queen behind us in coronation. It is definitely getting busy here, isn't it?
Crowded, and the more people are coming in at 7, so it'll be packed.
Yeah, but it's honestly so much to see here, like in terms of all the different costumes and props and everything. Lots of nice little
Interactive
canopies.
things as well.
Interacting.
Yeah.
We got to wear the crown. didn't we? Well, we tried to wear the crown. It didn't fit. The crown does not fit. No. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, though. But yeah, so we couldn't do that one. But then we did get on the step and repeat. We got to look around. Bumped into a friend from school. We always bump into like people in the funniest like circumstances. Yeah, and the photographer. But yeah, really loads of fun, and we can't wait to just like see what else is going down.
And then there's an orchestra inside. So
is that a secret? Are you?
I heard. No, I heard. Someone say don't forget to go in early to catch the orchestra.
Oh, nice. Oh, that'll be lovely if they're playing in. So we'll have to go ahead and take our seats in a minute. But yeah, no, lots to see here. Really excited. And I've never actually watched The Crown yet. You watched the bits and bobs, but then we're really excited what we're in store for. We can't wait.
Netflix do these parties well. They really do.
Netflix always do the best parties. So yeah, we're excited for this.
Really go all out then.
Yeah.
It's brightened up a pretty miserable rainy day.
It is so wet and cold outside, so we're glad to be inside.
And here we are. There's an orchestra.
There's going to be an orchestra coming. Here's the auditorium. Beautiful space. Stunning space.
We love it here.
Of my own. What a way to reminisce about this phenomenal series that we are here tonight to celebrate. Playing live to you against the backdrop of a montage which captures just a few small highlights of the work that the production team have accomplished with many of our beloved casts from all seasons. Starting the journey from season 1 and then taking us through the decades of the new Elizabethan age, finishing on the cusp of our final season. That montage was set to 3 pieces of music from the series. Duck Shoot, composed by Rupert Gregson Williams. Gunpowder, composed by Martin Phipps, which, by the way, was... Martin, I hope you're here. Congratulations. Wonderful. That piece was never orchestrated for a live performance as it was created during COVID, so that has been done especially for you all in this room this evening. And of course the main theme by Mr. Hans Zimmer. It feels like, please, a round of applause for this wonderful piece of music. It has to be, I think, the most fitting way to take us up to what we are all about to enjoy this evening. But just before we do that, we need to clear a little bit of space because we've got a few guests that are going to come on stage just to talk about a few things about this thing you're about to witness tonight. This is a moment to celebrate the series, and the heart of that series is the Queen. What you're about to see, we hope, you'll realise and feel is the most apt episode to enjoy at this moment as we reflect on the work of Peter Morgan in bringing to life and humanising these globally recognised figures of the royal family. So, before we have that honour of being amongst the very first people to see the conclusion of The Crown, allow me to bring a few people on stage to talk about that journey. First up, please welcome Chief Content Officer at Netflix, Bella Vajari. Welcome, Bella.
Good evening, and I'd like to welcome all of you to the global finale of The Crown. Woo! Woo! And sad at the same time. I'm so excited for all of you and everybody in the world to see the conclusion of this final epic season of a groundbreaking show that will forever leave a mark on the television landscape. It has been an incredible journey, 6 season commitment with a rotating cast, the aspirations for which were unprecedented, and Peter and team, you over-delivered. Every scene in every episode of every season has incredible attention to detail. Thoughtful, poignant, real, emotional, reflective, and powerful. Each season also beautifully explored a larger theme, and Peter has managed to, I'm going to say seemingly, effortlessly, structure the story in such a surprising way that it would just kind of sneak up on you and charm you. There are thousands of people, many in this room, who have brought The Crown to life for over the past 10 years. more than 2,500 crew, and over 200 principal cast members. So many, in fact, that it would be impossible to thank everybody. But I do want to give you a very huge, heartfelt thank you to everyone who worked on this show.
I'd like to start with a group of people who, without their dedication, their imagination, their craft, this would not be possible. Please put your hands together for Mr. Peter Morgan, Mr. Stephen Daldry, Mr. Andy Harris, and Suzanne Manville. Peter.
Yes.
This was such an enormous commitment all those years ago. Here we are 6 seasons later. How does it feel now you're at the end of that journey?
Mixed emotions. I mean, very proud. This is a fantastic send-off. Very grateful, very a little bit emotional, and but excited for you all to get to see it, and excited to have a nice holiday at Christmas.
Stephen, you have this wonderful experience of bookending this show, you know, being there right at the start, even before filming starting, that you get the chance to make this final chapter, deliver this final chapter, film those final scenes. What was that like for you?
I think, like Peter said, I'm incredibly grateful to Peter. And this has been a journey for 10 years, and it's been a journey we've been on with an incredible crew, incredible writers, incredible producers, and incredible cast. And maybe the best love should be for a cast who served us so well. And it's so moving, because this, we just met earlier that Julian, who played Prince Charles in episode 2, all those years ago, is now totally grown up, and it's been such a joy to be a part of people's lives for so long. And as we go into this farewell moment, it's such a, to quote you, Pete, it's I quote Queen, you know, it's, we now will sleep, dearie, sleep. We're very happy for you to see this episode.
You mentioned the crews, yeah, let me get to Andy, I've been lucky enough to speak to some of your craftsmen and women, you know, throughout this journey, who are just an extraordinary bunch of people, and we have so many of them in this room tonight, and you and Suzanne have led those teams, really. As we've gathered here today, what would you like to say to those people who have stayed with you, a lot of them, for the entire journey of this show?
Well, it's been amazing, hasn't it? I mean, Suzanne and I have battled for 10 years trying to keep the whole thing on the road. From the minute Netflix greeted us with such excitement and enthusiasm all that years ago when Peter, Stephen and I were in LA. A big thank you to Netflix for doing that. And a big thank you, of course, to say thank you to Sony for supporting the show along the road, and to all my team at Left Bank, to Grace, Hilary and Charlie, who have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. It's 60 episodes and 10 years. It is extraordinary, and I feel very emotional standing here. And thank you all for coming. I'd like to say, as one of the producers, I'm only one producer of some others who are here tonight. I'd like to say thank you to Martin Harrison, Andy Stebbing, Eve, and not least Michael Casey and my incredible and my dear colleague Una. And what an extraordinary, I think you set such a beautiful tone for the making of this show in every detail. Everyone brought their best work to this show over 10 years. I'm so proud to be one of them. The directors, the cast, just extraordinary. And I would really like to say thank you to Peter Morgan. I've watched over 10 years, every single day, how hard he works. And every one of those 60 episodes is beautifully crafted and beautifully felt. I think your work is extraordinary, and your dedication.
Majesty. I had to, sorry. How does it feel to be closing out this chapter, Imelda?
Well, it feels very lucky that we get to do the party and they've done all the work. So it's very special, and it's been wonderful to be part of television that has been so unique, to tell us one story about a family with 3 different casts. Never been done before. I wonder if it'll ever be done again. So to be part of that has been absolutely extraordinary.
Thank you for being here. Jonathan, it's great to have you here. Thank you. One of the amazing things, the many brilliant things that these wonderful people provide you with are these great locations all over the country, all over the world to inhabit, to kind of bring these characters to life. Have you got fond memories of being in some of those places?
Locations, yeah. You take jobs for locations. I took James Bond in order to travel the world. I went to St. Albans. No, the wonderful thing about being in show business is you get to see the things ordinary people don't get to see. You go backstage in these extraordinary buildings. I suppose the most impressive, well, actually, I went to Windsor Castle and was dubbed by Princess Anne. And I came away thinking that our Windsor Castle was much nicer than theirs. The most extraordinary one was York Minster, where we filmed the final scenes, which I think you're about to see. It was incredibly moving. And I likened York Minster to the Crown, beautifully constructed, held up by flying buttresses. Sorry, Suzanne. And all that kind of stuff. I could go on and get a bit pretentious after this, as I told you. And the other thing was going to Moscow, in Bradford, where Martin Childs and his team built the most extraordinary set, and I think that's the... So really the locations were mostly came down to Martin Childs and his team. That was the best. Anyway, thank you very much for coming tonight.
Lesley Manville. Lesley. We, sadly, we won't see Princess Margaret on the screen.
Don't
tonight.
tell everybody. A spoiler.
But she has
What happens to her?
I'll tell you later. She has been one of the most beloved characters since Vanessa Kirby originated the role in season 1. How has it been for you closing out her story as part of this show?
Well, it's been rather wonderful because I love to play women in the complex stages of their life. Not that life isn't always complex, but you know, we know what she was like through fact and the previous seasons of The Crown. We know that she was wonderful and naughty and rude and funny and just one of the rebel of the family. So it's quite nice to have all of those layers and then have to play this woman who was so fabulous in her declining years. And that's, because how do you deal with that? How do you deal with not being quite so fabulous anymore? So it was interesting and fascinating to play, and it's been a highlight.
Thank you. Dominic and Olivia. You both get the happily ever after in this final episode. I wanted to ask what it was like filming those wedding scenes and what you think that meant to the characters.
We had a full orchestra, we had a full choir, we had 400 extras bowing to us, and we had 36 ornamental cherry trees in York Minster. It was amazing, amazing. I don't know what it meant to, well, I do know what it must have meant to my character. It was a day he wanted for decades, and in that way it was wonderful for me. And we had their orchestra, actually, wasn't it? It was your orchestra.
Yeah, I had a wonderful wedding day, the happiest day of my life, above Bella Pastor on Shaftesbury Avenue. My husband's here somewhere. Thank you, Guy. But I have to say, the getting married in York Minster to Dominic was a very, very close second. Elizabeth, huge congratulations.
Like, I'm going to cry. Have you had a second to reflect on the experience that you had taking on this iconic story?
Yes, I have had a few seconds. It's been a profound privilege, an enormous privilege to play this character and to be trusted with her. So thank you to you, Rebecca. And it has taught me so much as a human being, and it has taught me so much as an actor, which is sort of the double joy of this job is the challenge is so enormous that you really learn how to do your craft while you make this show. And it's just making season 6 in particular, I guess, because I got so much time with this remarkable human being. It's just been really, I mean, I'm just so proud to be a part of this cast and this show.
Khalid, Salim, thank you both for being here. Congratulations. Peter, Peter gave you the opportunity to imagine how this story might have been for the Fives. How was that experience for you both?
I mean, extraordinary. You know, one of the things that I will forever be grateful to Lisa and everyone for is that finally the Fayeds have been given space in this story. There was a choice. You could, you know, Dodie could have been like he has been on supermarket shelves, that figure in the shadow in the background that no one knows anything about. Or he could have been a human being. And one of the things that gives me immense pride is that for the first time in 26 years, he gets to be known, hopefully loved, and when he dies, mourned. For the first time in 26 years. And I can tell you, with the world as it is right now, what that means to me and to my people.
Salim, congratulations. It's so great you're here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a big privilege for me to be here. It is the most beautiful gift, yes. Forgot it, yes. The most beautiful gift that I have had in my life, to be here, to be part of this amazing series, and to be part of this family, Crown family and the Netflix family. I'm so lucky, really, I'm so lucky. So I have to thank you, everybody. I can't say everybody by his name because it takes 3 hours. We don't have time to do all that. So thank you all. I love you all, really.
Thank you, sir. Our young royals, ladies and gentlemen, Ed, Meg, and Luther, great to have you here. So listen, welcome, guys. This is all quite new for you. Your debut roles, your first premiere, is it? How's the whole experience been then, Ed?
Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, overwhelming. But I mean, you get to stand next to incredible people, and everyone does it with such beauty and elegance. You just learn from it, and yeah, I mean, that was kind of the whole experience, really, just learning how these titans do it, and just try and do your best, really. But yeah, it's incredible, amazing.
Meg, have you got a memory from this experience for filming? Anything that pops to mind of being the most memorable moment?
I mean, every day is so memorable. I feel like there's always so many moments, you know, from first audition to, you know, finally getting the yes, and then rehearsals, and then filming. I could go on. Wow. But I mean, every part, and it's, you know, really the people as well that I think that I'll take away the most. Like just being amongst such wonderful company and such a beautiful show. It's very surreal, and I'm constantly like stifling my tears because it's a pretty great.
Oh, great to have you here. And Luther, what was Luther, what was most important for you in terms of bringing to this character?
I think a sense of brotherhood. I think that was what was most important. Exploring a relationship that I guess everyone could relate to. Now I have brothers, and you know, there can be, you know, a lot of tension and jealousy between brothers, but there's also love, and so I suppose something like that.
Sounds good. Now the audience rooms are a mainstay for the Crown. You know, she got through a lot of Prime Ministers. You are our final Prime Minister. How did you find depicting these kind of private conversations with the Queen?
It was great. It was fantastic to get to act with Imelda. I'm just stuck with an image of Princess Anne doing Jonathan's dubbing, which is a great picture. I wonder if she would do mine. I would sound a lot better. No, it's an honour to play these roles, and we're the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. So keep it brief. That's all I have to say, really.
Thank you, Bertie.
Eden, can I say one thing? Of course, you can't never do this, but I just want to say that the crew on this show are the most remarkable human beings. And we love them, and they are wigless, cameraless, silent, setless, all of it without them.
One more thing, because we have many more of our wonderful cast in the audience, it'd be great if you would stand up. We have so many talented young royals who have been part of this journey. Stand up, please, our young royals. Take your applause! Thank you so much. It has been such an honour to be here tonight with you all. A polite reminder, please not to film, record or leave here and spoil anything for the wonderful fans that this series has garnered over the years. The final episode of The Crown. Sleep, Edie, sleep. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
So
that's it, we're all coming out.
We have seen it, The Crown is over. We have seen the final episode. We've seen how it all ends. We won't give you no spoilers, but it was really good. It was really good. I loved it. And we are not, as we said, we have not watched all the episodes.
That was our first episode.
But seeing it, I feel like the fans are going to love it. It's everything you want for a finale. It's super emotional. Yes, and all that's like, it's so wonderfully done. And we got great introductions for all the cast and crew. Which is really interesting as well.
They were long introductions.
You never expect that much.
It was just like a minute long, but
no,
it was like 20 minutes. So.
But no, we're all heading home. Everyone's heading home now. But it was wonderful. Thank you, Netflix. Thank The Crown. It has been one heck of 6 seasons. And that's all we're going to say on that. But thank you for watching.
Keep watching, like and subscribe.
You know it. See you soon.